I'm going to show you how to create massive amount of content in very little time. It's the exact process I use to create my own content, and see this as like the masterclass of Jose Rosado, a super mega course that's yours for free now. That said, some caveats. This is not for beginners. I created a video before this one. You can go watch it if you want, if you're a beginner. This is for more advanced players. This is for people who maybe run a content agency or solopreneurs who are like me, very industrious, and they prefer to batch create all of their content in just 1 or 2 sittings. With all that said, welcome back, my marketing buddies. My name is Ricardo Rosal, and I work from a country most people can't place in the map, the Dominican Republic. So I would love it if you could like and share this video, and let's get started. The first thing I do is I ideate a lot. And the way I do that is I actually go to Instagram, Twitter, and I start researching my competition, my own best performing content, and I use that as ideas because let me tell you, social media, especially for coaches, servers, providers, or people who sell information products, it's all about repeating the same ideas over and over and over again with different words, different footages, and in different formats. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Now, if you're the creative type, this video is not for you, so you can go look somewhere else. But if you want to actually monetize your account, this is the way. Now, after I'm done researching and ideating, the next thing I do is I write all of the hooks. Why? Because I'm very good at writing, and it's second nature to me. It's just very easy. And since I already have all of these ideas in one single place, I can start drafting all the hooks. And once I'm done with that, I start scripting or writing, and literally I'll grind it out for 2, 3, 4 hours in one day and try to create as many scripts as I can. Why? So that I don't have to be creating content every day, which is taxing, is too much work. I have client work, I have coaching students, and I have a family, and I want to enjoy my free time. So by doing these things in batches, I just figured out the solution to not spending all day on social media creating content. That said, after I'm done writing and scripting, I start creating the A-roll. And the A-roll is nothing more than you talking to the camera. That's it. And by the way, I'm using the example of creating videos because those are really hard. Writing tweets, writing emails, writing stuff for Twitter, and writing stuff for LinkedIn or any written medium, that's like easy work. But video content, oh my God, it's very hard. That said, I just sit down for an hour or two and I read from a script. Why? Because I already created the script. Can you see how this works? So let me give you an example. On Sundays, I find all of the ideas. I spend an hour or two just being lazy, researching. Next, on Mondays, I write all of the hooks. Then the next day, Tuesday, I write all of the scripts. And then by Wednesday, I record all of these stuff. With that said, there's also B-roll, which is just the supplementary footage that you create to spice up the videos. This is not necessary if you're very good at the camera. I'm not that good, so I use a lot of B-roll to make my reels and videos more exciting. But if you are natural and you have so much charisma that it just oozes out of the camera, you don't need a lot of B-roll. So I just record all of the B-roll in one sitting. But the reality is that I don't do that anymore. Why? Because I already have like 600 videos that I've recorded across the last, 6, 7 months. So I can just reuse the same B-roll over and over again, which is something you could do. You batch create the B-rolls. Now it's time for editing. I suggest using CapCut, the simplest app there is. Forget about Premiere or Final Cut or DaVinci Resolve, I believe it's the name. Use CapCut. Don't overcomplicate it. You don't want to be spending hours learning something that you might not even use in the next year. And finally, we have a bonus step, which is scheduling. If you want, you can schedule it, or you can just post it manually every day. I prefer to mix it up. Some days I post manually, some days I schedule. Now that you know the full system, how does this actually look in practice? I am going to share my screen with you so you can see exactly how that looks like. So here we have a beautiful Notion table that I have, and let's drink to that. Coffee. This is decaffeinated coffee, by the way, so I can be drinking all day without any kind of jitters and all of that things. Anyhow, here I have all of the hooks that I'm going to be using, and the way I go about that, it's actually I go to Instagram and I copy paste the hooks from Instagram, but before actually doing all of these things, let's go to my iPhone, and I have it right here. I'm going to be moving it around. So I go to Instagram on Sundays. I see this post, right? I like it. I like the hook. So I just go ahead and save it, right? And I keep swiping up, swiping up, swiping up, swiping up. Let's see something that I like. I don't like this one. Let's see. Maybe this one about writing lessons. I could create something about persuasion lessons. Maybe, I'm not sure. So I'm going to save it. That said, let's imagine that I already saved all of these things. Let's put the iPhone to the side and let's go back to my computer. On my PC, I actually go to Instagram, and here it's just much easier. I go to those saved options and you can see the things that I just saved. And what I do is very simple. I split my browser in half. And by the way, I'm using Arc. And the way I do that is literally I just drag and drop Notion right there. And I just love this about Arc. Now, let's go to my hooks page on Notion. Let's make it big. And as you can see, I already have a bunch of hooks, but I'm going to be adding a few more. Let's check this out. We have this one. Why 99% of creators struggle to attract clients. Okay, I love that. So I write it down, but I'm actually smarter than just writing it down. I have this little app called Mac Whisper. It costs, I don't know, like $40. You pay it once. It lets you upload the reels, the videos, and transcribe it. But more importantly, it has a dictation feature that allows me to do this. Let's go back to my browser. So I see this hook right there. Instead of writing it down, I just say, why 99% of creators struggle to attract clients. And there it is. And that's how I do my things. I've learned how to use technology to do things faster. And that way, I can keep researching really fast. I like this one. I'm actually gonna try this one day. How do you pitch an idea that makes people want to buy in? That's a really nice hook. How do you pitch an idea that makes people want to buy in? There it is. That's it. I find out 30, 40, 50 different ideas, and then with these ideas, I actually change them up so that it fits my brand and it's actually valuable for my audience. So for example, let's close Instagram, and now let's actually go to the next step, which is writing the hook. I could scroll down, and this one, I could turn this one into why 99% of funnels never convert. Check this out. And let's change this to the right word. And there it is. There it is. What about this one? It had a little typo, but it's all about making people want. So I could do something like this. How to create a digital product that makes people want to buy your services or coaching. There it is. There it is. So I don't need this hook anymore. Can you see how that works? Now, what is the next step of the process? Since I already have the ideas and I already have the hooks, it's now time to start scripting. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you a very simple, interesting new way that I'm almost sure that you've never seen before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen once again, and I'm going to copy this hook. I'm going back to Notion, and if you want to download my Notion template, I'll leave it in the description below. And I'm going to add a new page. Let's load more and find a new page. I'm going to type the name, why 99% of funnels never convert. Let's open this. Now, instead of creating the scripts from the ground up, I have proven templates that actually work so that I don't have to be creating everything from zero. But instead of showing you the template, I'm going to show you a very powerful way to actually create scripts, not only using your own content, but you can use other people's content. In my case, I'm going to show you how I do it with my own content. So let's go back to Instagram. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download one of my reels, and I'm going to use it as template for the new piece of content. And let's see. I want to do one of these sketches where it's just me talking to myself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this reel. You see that right there? I can download it. And the name of that app that lets you download things is this extension, Turbo Downloader for Instagram. It lets you download the videos right there from Instagram. After I'm done with that, I'm going to find the download, right? And remember Whisper, the app that I used to do the transcription? I'm going to put it right there and it'll do the transcription for me. You see how fast that did it? I love this app. Now, I'm going to copy all of these things and I'm going to open my AI. Here, what I'm using is the AI that comes with this app, Raycast. If you have a Mac, really pay for Raycast because it's like $8 a month and comes with the AI. It comes with Cloud Sonnet, it comes with ChatGPT, it comes with Llama, and also with Mistral, all for $8, and it's unlimited. It's just insane. And now that I have all of these things right in front of you, I'm going to paste this little AI prompt that I have here. And what it does is it takes a template, which is literally the transcript of the reel, right? And I am going to add the context. The context in this case, you can see it as topic, right? And the topic is why 99% of funnels never convert. And finally, we have the instructions. Before I hit enter, I want to clarify something about the AI. The more information you give it in the context, the better. So if you want it to talk about the reasons that you believe why something works or doesn't, or the steps of your system, you should give it the steps, and the AI will use the transcription you gave it, that's in this case the template, right? And it'll do its best to use this same formatting and writing style and adapt it for the information that you added to the context. In this case, I just want to do this as an example, so I'm going to hit enter, and this will transform this nice sketch into a new piece of content. Let's wait for this. And let's copy all of these things. Copy. And now I'm going back to Notion. Let's close this. And I'm going to paste this thing right there. Let's remove this. And now I have this beautiful sketch, which I'm just going to be reading in front of the camera so I can create my piece of content. So now it's time, let's say, to edit. And by the way, I don't actually edit things in this first draft. I just copy paste it and do 10, 20, 30. And then after that, I actually edit the scripts because I also batch edit things. But here I can start acting it, right? Because this is a sketch where I'm just playing like a depressed character saying, oh, why does my funnels don't convert? And then the other one, which is the expert, I could say, well, I'm glad that you asked, my friend. Here's the full breakdown. You see, so I don't have to be creating all of these things from the ground zero. And even though this has a lot of similarities with the original transcription, it's still novel, new content that I did not have to create from the ground up. But as you know, I will do 10, 30, 50 of these in one sitting, and then I'm going to start creating the A-rolls. And for that, I'm going to show you how I do it with my phone. I record all of these reels with my phone because it's too hard to manage a professional camera. I just have this one right in front of me. It works. I just leave it like that. I don't move it, and it always works. But the phone, let me show you. So I have this little app called Camo Studio. And if I open it on my phone, which I'm going to do right now, it'll show you exactly what the camera sees. And now, as you can see, I just have to put it in the right place. There it is. And I can record everything to the computer without having to be passing things from the camera to the PC. And I can even record it with this microphone at the same time. Camo Studio is just a beautiful software that connects the iPhone to the freaking computer. And let me show you how that looks. Can you see how that looks? There it is. Beautiful, right? And the beauty about this is that in Camo Studio, I can also change the lens. Check this out. Now I'm using the wide lens. And now you can see everything in my room. And it looks much more interesting than just the normal lens. Can you see how powerful this is? And all I have to do now is read from a script, which I usually have on the iPad or on another phone that I have. So it's very, very powerful, and it's just faster than trying to record it on the phone and then pass it to the computer. I do everything right here and I'm done. That said, sometimes I also go outside and record footage outside of this room, but it's just much easier if I do it right here. And let me share again Camo Studio so you can see it. It's just a powerful tool that lets me use the different lenses, like the wide lens. There it is. The telephoto, which I would never use. I could also use the selfie one, which is the other one, but why would I use that if I can use the best one right away? And I can also adjust the exposure and all of these things. Just beautiful, right? Now, once I'm done with all of these footages, what I do is I open an app called Descript. And Descript is the ultimate AI software. And I'm going to show it to you right now. Let me open it so you can see it. Share screen. There it is. And Descript, all I have to do is upload the footage and it'll do the transcription, as you can see right there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. You can see the transcription right away. You can see the footage. I have this set up so it's visible for you, but usually the footage is on the right side. Let me try to put that there. No, I can't. Let me see. There it is. This is how I usually edit, of course, with a bigger monitor. But here, if I want to actually just change a piece of text or delete it, I can just select that part and check this out. It's selected part of the footage. And if I delete it, it also deletes it from the footage. So the editing process is cut down drastically. It's just so freaking fast. And the best part is that I can add this little slash and it creates a new scene. And let's do a few scenes and you'll understand what the scenes are all about. Here in the scene, I'm going to add a B-roll. And let me show you how I actually do that with Descript. First, here's where I have all of my B-roll. I have it here, vertical. And as you can see, only here, there's like 100 something B-rolls. 13 gigabytes, 133 B-rolls. Then I have like more here, 18 gigabytes, more here, more here. I also have more here, like 200 or something. There it is. And with all of this B-roll, well, I don't have to record that many anymore. And what I do with it is I literally drag and drop it here. So let's say I want to find something with money. I think this one has a few sales. Yeah, there it is. So I can drag this one and just drop it right here. Bam. You saw how fast that is? And I don't have to be doing a lot of things with the editing. Beautiful, right? So I can just slash this right there. Let's see. Select, delete, and move it to where I actually want it. There it is. And make it longer. Let's see where it starts. Starts here. There it is. Let's delete all of these things and just put it once more right there. Beautiful, right? So now if I hit play, you see? Really, really cool, right? Now, there's some mistake here, something happened. So if that happens, you just close and open Descript and it'll work perfectly. So all you have to do is add scenes and add the B-roll on the scene. And that way you can add more sauce to your videos. And if you have a more soft demeanor like mine, you speak a little bit slower, or English is your second language, and it's a hassle to do these kind of things, which is a big hassle for me. I would rather do it in Spanish. The B-roll is just an amazing tool to make your videos more exciting, much easier to understand, and just more entertaining. And finally, once you're done with the editing of multiple videos, not just one, you're going to your reliable iPhone or your reliable smartphone, and you're going to be doing the following thing. You're going to click the plus button. You're going to click Reels. You're going to select the videos. If you're creating content, you're going to be adding all the information that you need to add. And instead of actually posting it, go here, advanced settings, schedule this reel. And let's say tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Go back and hit schedule and it'll schedule everything for you. That said, if you made a mistake and you want to unschedule it, you can always go to your account, click the option here, wait for this thing to load, of course, scroll down, and find this scheduled content. Since I don't have anything scheduled yet, you won't see it here. But as soon as that load bar gets to 100, you'll see the scheduled content right there. That way, you can just move things around or delete it or whatever you want. You can even edit the captions. Or if you do the editing in the app itself, well, you can also change it right there in the app. And now, as you can see, the reel has been scheduled. Let's go back. And let's click scheduled, and there it is. Beautiful, right? If you want to delete it, you click the 3 buttons, you click delete, and you are done, my friend. That's all you have to do. And if you're anything like me, as I told you, you're going to be doing this in steps. First, you're going to ideate by finding a lot of content, by finding your best performing posts, and you're going to copy the hooks. And after you're done copying the hooks, you're going to change them a little bit so that they fit your brand, your content pillars, your ideas, and of course, it's valuable for your audience. Once you're done with that, you start scripting or writing all of your content try creating 10 scripts in one day. Doesn't really matter if it has typos, none of that, because then you can edit them afterwards, which is what I do. It's just much easier. And if you are a business owner and you're very industrious like myself, it's just easier to sit down for 1, 2, 3 hours, do all of the work, and you're done for the day. You don't have to do anything else, right? Because after you're done with all of that, you're going to be recording all of the videos, all of the B-rolls. If you don't have them yet, then you're going to do the edit. And then, of course, you're going to be scheduling. And of course, make sure to download the apps I talked about, because those apps are just transformational. Whisper is my favorite because it transcribes the videos. Raycast because it comes with this amazing AI tool that you can just chat with it and use ChatGPT, Mistral, Llama, and my favorite, Claude Sonnet. Also, you have Camo for the iPhone so that you can connect it with the computer, and Descript to edit. It's just beautiful. That said, I remember that I talked about CapCut. I also use CapCut when I'm doing like really nice edits. But if it's just a simple edit with captions, Descript is the way to go. CapCut, use it. Use it because it's free. Descript costs like $20, $30 a month. But I just use it because it's just an amazing tool for transcribing everything. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, or you would like my agency to help you out with building your funnels, I left a few links down below so you can book a call with me and we can start working right away with your brand, with your funnels, help you monetize your account, and even help you grow your socials. Thank you once again. My name is Jose Rosado, and see you in the next video.